Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? Sucker's Gap, yeah. Is this a Sucker's Gap or is it the start of a new bull leg? I don't know. To be determined. I mean, the indices look good. We're gapping up over these, over this range here, and I don't know. Or are we gonna fade back into range? I am seeing some setups. I'm thinking about maybe doing TQQ on the long side. But everything is gapping up so much. XBEV, JD is gapping up, but you know, so U is maybe not that no, I don't know. SC. So I'm thinking maybe TQQ, SC, JD opening range highs. Maybe. I don't know. Wait, SC, don't they report like soon? Oh, they reported 10th. LI, yeah. L Pro, nah. It's just a random stock. The entry was, you know, potentially yesterday. So, how does it look like? Looks like Biden is gonna win, or is it still could there still be a big change? Because right now Biden looks like he's leading. You don't know, but it looks like Biden is leading. Is CNN trustworthy or is it fake news? Fake? Fake? It's fake. It's mostly fake news. Okay, what is not fake news? But I mean, this you can't fake this, right? Like this is like the official numbers. Like I don't care about the news itself. Like I only care about this box here. Is this real or is it fake? Google is better. Try Bloomberg. Okay. But isn't Bloomberg a Democrat? Isn't it also biased? Well, Bloomberg looks like it's oh, okay, now I see it. Oh, they even have a nice graphic for things. This looks much better than CNN. Look at this. They even have the faces. Whatever Trump says is always true? Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I mean, at a certain point, unless it's really, really close, you don't need the full results to know who's gonna win, you know? I mean, until you get to a certain point, unless it's super, super close. Right now, it's close, but it's not like super, super close. Only trust Zero Hedge. So I should only trust Trump and Zero Hedge. Alright, and my mom. I don't trust my mom. Am I buying a match? Do they have earnings now? They have earnings after hours, right? Yeah. They have earnings after hours. Trust David? I don't trust David. The only reason I care is if I'm gonna position myself and there's gonna be a big surprise. I don't want to be caught in something that may have like a lot of volatility, right? In case there's like a last minute big surprise. How can your elections be so close? Like, it's never like 60-40, but it's always super close. It's almost incredible how close your elections have been. It's not like one side, you know, it's not, you know, 30-70 or 60-40. It's like literally 48-52 or 49-51. Or I know it's not. You also have like independence and stuff like that, but you know, roughly, yeah. But guys, I'm gonna tell you, if Biden used a tan like Trump, he would look like 20 years younger. No joke. I mean, Trump would look exactly as old as Biden if he didn't use a tan, a spray tan or whatever he uses. Like, I mean, no, I'm not kidding. If Biden used spray tan like Trump, he would be at like 260 by now. No joke. Julio Iglesias. Oh, tan. Yeah, speaking of tan, yeah, the solar ETF. Yeah, it's gapping down on a probable Biden win. The Biden play is gapping down. It's classic Biden rumors sell the news. Did the Democrats lose the Senate? I don't know how that works. I have no idea. The Senate, you have all these things like, do you vote for the Senate at the same time as you vote for the president? Guys, this is the only time, enjoy these last few minutes, this is the only time we're gonna talk politics on the stream for the next 4 years. Thank God, thank you. All these promise, it's, yeah, pinky promise. Swedish politics. Oh, that's why it's not good for solar. Okay. So even if Biden wins and the Democrats lose Senate, it's bad for solar? I don't know how it works. Price growth rate, it's a formula built into TC2000, but I'm not sure it's still there. They may have removed it, but it's built in. But don't use price growth. EP scans, guys, they're all in my YouTube video. And also there's a screenshots at the lower end of the YouTube video in the description of the scans. So it's you know. Oh, let's see here. $10, 30. I'm ready to buy a TQQ opening range highs, but and shady and maybe some SC also, but tight stops. Okay, tight stops. Nothing crazy. Either they work or they don't. 6 is 4. Maybe 20. No, no. Half ATR, less. Maybe a quarter ATR, or maybe even less. It depends how they set up. Okay, market's gonna open in 2 minutes. Let's focus. Well, Tesla already broke out yesterday, kinda ish. I mean, it's a hard setup, tough setup. It would be nice if it pulled back a little bit and went sideways for a few days and then launched. That would be much better. Like I hate gap up opens like these. They're so tough. Like these types of opens, especially when there's a big like a catalyst. You know, it could, you know, we could totally fade back and close like really weak. Or this could be the start of a new big, you know, like a late, like an end of year run, multi-month run. That's why it's kind of, you know, kind of tricky. This could be the start of a multi-year run, or we could fade back. But you know, we have to take the shots, right? Tight stops, small losses, big winners. And if it's gonna be a multi-month run, you know, there's gonna be a lot of opportunity. You don't have to go from 0 to 100% invested, right? You know, maybe you can go from 0 to 20 or 30% or 40, or you know, it depends. I don't see a lot of setups. It's mostly a few China and Asia stocks. So that's all, you know, not that great, but exactly, you miss every shot you didn't take. Yeah, NIO, oh man, I want this thing go to 50 or so, you know, in a straight line. This could be a multi-million-dollar short. It's a relatively high-priced, ultra-liquid stock. Okay, good luck everyone. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get here. I kind of hope we sell off. Worst scenario would be if we get triggered on the long side and then get stopped out. That would suck. We'll see. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a bunch of alerts triggering. Yeah, it's always scary to buy gap ups, but sometimes big gap ups are starts of start of a new big move, especially when you have a big catalyst out of the, well, in this case it's not still not out of the way, but it's kind of relief, you know. It's kind of, it's a stressful event that passes, and also the indices are breaking out, so technicals and psychology are lining up. Wow. Again, most growth stocks are just rallying into resistance levels, kinda. But some look really, really good. So we'll see. Literally everything is up today. If you own something that's not up today, it's a piece of shit. Pro tip. At least technically, piece of shit. Probably. Okay, I got stopped out of TQQ. So this one took out opening range lows. Took a small loss in it. Okay, so this is not great action so far in the markets. So this was one of the two scenarios I was looking at, and unfortunately the entries got triggered. I would have preferred a crap right out of the gate. Instead we got the triggers and now they're starting to fade, which is unfortunate, but that's part of trading. Or actually the China names that I bought are holding up fairly well. But we'll see. I'm not predicting the bottom. This is not predicting the bottom. The markets are trying to break out of a range. Look at this, QQQ. We gapped out of this range. This is not predicting a bottom. We're not predicting anything. We are reacting to market action. This is not at all predicting anything. Yeah, tan looks like shit. Oh, okay, Shady is probably gonna stop me out too. Oh well. Thank God for tight stops, right? Tupperware looks bad. Just an orderly pullback. Celsius looks strong. So how are we doing? Man, the numbers are moving so slowly on this thing. They haven't been updated in like 2 hours. What is going on? This afternoon, guys, I have to tell you, you Americans, you have some of the most amazing technology companies, but your election system is from the 70s. Like, who the hell, like, why don't you have electronical voting? Like, what the fuck? It's 2020. It's amazing. Like, you have the most amazing technology companies, but the government services are just stuck in the 90s. And I'm being generous here. I've had some experience with SEC. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. SEC, I had to file for a large trader ID. I had to rewire my brain to navigate the computer systems from the 90s. That's the experience I have with the SEC. Large trader ID, it gives me special advantages. You demand a face cam, you're never gonna get a face cam because it's gonna obscure the charts. You're gonna look at my beautiful face instead of focusing on the setups. It's for the best of you. It's for your own best. I'm not showing my face. You just get distracted. Oh, looks like I got stopped out of LAC. Oh. Again, it was like 1% of my total equity, so I really don't give a shit about this one, but boom. Chumia is holding up. JD is hanging by a thread, probably gonna stop me. Beely is strong. This is holding up. SC is holding up. Those are the positions I bought. JD, Beely, SC, all China stocks or Asian stocks. Zoom is fading out of the gate. Peloton is fading. What's Amazon doing? Amazon I covered yesterday before the close. Oh, that was a great call, I guess. Like, you never hold into events. Like, it doesn't matter if it's earnings or some kind of macro event like this, if you don't have a lot of profit cushion. Like, all the stocks I held were ones that I already had a lot of profit cushion, so even if they would gap against me, I would still be up on them. And this is the reason why I didn't hold Amazon, because it was only, it was very close to my entry. And now look at what it did. Now we could have gotten a big gap down, obviously, and then I would have sat there and, maybe I shouldn't have covered, but it was the right thing to do no matter what. You should always, manage this. You should always manage risk. All right, so everything is fading back. The bulls got a little bit of hope today. We'll see. We're still holding up though. BE, what about BE? It's in a big downtrend. It got rejected on the declining 10-day. Let's see. Yeah, all the fuel cell stocks are down today. Yeah, Plug too. Wow, but Plug looked so strong yesterday. And now they're straight down. OMI, it's a mask stock. I mean, look, yeah, it's kind of setting up. It's holding up strong. You know, if it can tighten up a little bit and break out, could be a good setup. No, we have never reached 400 viewers yet. I don't use VWAP for long trades. We don't want there's nothing wrong with 400 viewers. The thing is, everyone needs to be on the same page. We don't want any noise. And people need to follow the instructions on the screen and don't, you know, stop asking the same questions that, you know, would be answered if they just followed the instructions on the screen. I mean, we could have 1,000 viewers in here if everyone was on the same page. That's no problem. Quality over quantity. Nah, not really. It's all about moderation and having clear rules. The chat quality doesn't have to degrade with more viewers. You just have to have the right viewers. That's the key. And that's, you know, that's what moderators are for. And we're gonna have some kind of chat rules also. Right now I've been kind of chill. You know, I've never banned anyone. No, I did ban that troll, that guy that trolled me like a few months ago, but that's the only one. So I've been pretty chill with that. So a lot of these stocks like Twilio, CrowdStrike, they're gapping up into these declining moving averages. That's not really good. A lot of growth stocks look like that. Just turn a ViewBot on. Yeah, in ViewBot you can turn up the amount of viewers. Like I could have 1 million viewers in here in no time. I just have to turn the slider or move the slider. But I don't want to make it obvious that I'm using a ViewBot. Oh, XP took out. Oh, maybe I should buy this thing. Wait. How do you know? NIO looks good. LI looks. Fuck. I mean, this is just breaking. Oh, fuck. How liquid is this thing? Okay. Okay, I just bought 50,000 shares of XBEV. I don't know. This thing looks like it could double. There's something about it. Like the whole sector, the China EVs, they're just going crazy. And this one is just breaking out of like kind of sloppy IPO base, but you know it's a tight stop, like 40-cent stop, or 50. Sorry, 60 actually. So we'll see. We'll see. BD, yeah, but this is very wait, what? BYYDF? No, wait, BY. No, wait, what? BYDDY. Oh, sorry, BYDDY. Yeah, bid company. Yeah, but this is thin OTC. You know, how do you trade this thing? It's I can't trade this thing, and it's already gone, you know, straight up. There's no setup here. Okay, JD looks like it's reclaiming here. I have 50,000 shares. I may add more if it takes out highs of the day. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm not. No. It's enough. I have a decent position. I'm not gonna add more. SC though, this one I could buy a few more shares of. I only have a starter half size. Right, looks at the Qs or indices overall. It got rejected on the VWAP. Someone asked me about VWAP. You know, every day, like, I mean, I've been talking about the VWAP, you know, like almost every day for the past few months. You know, if you stay here, you're gonna learn a lot about VWAP. This is exactly, you know, this is what you want to see from a short setup. Like the stock stays below the VWAP and gets rejected on the VWAP. Like if you were short this thing, you would probably want to cover if it reclaims the VWAP. This is the purple line here on the 5-minute chart. The new Market Wizards, I still only read 2 pages. I looked forward to this book so long, and I have barely been reading it. I'm a slacker, what can I say? Oh, what can I say? I mean, come on, guys. I was watching this show, A Queen's Gambit, whatever it is. Did you see that on Netflix? It was really, really good. I really liked it. And then I've been watching some other shows. What can I say? I'm a brain dead guy, okay? I'm gonna get stopped out of XBEV. What? Okay, whatever. That's what risk is for, you know. You take risk when you see when you see something good, and you know it's not gonna work out every time. Have you seen Brun? Yes, I have seen like the first season, and I got tired of it. You play Queen. I want to learn chess. One thing I regret is never learning chess. I really wanna. Look, like I want to show you guys something. Why did I, buy some of the stocks in this gap up? I'm gonna show you something that happened when Trump won last time. Like some of these sectors, they gapped up a lot, and then they went on big multi-month runs. Look at like U.S. Steel, right? Look at what it did. It gapped up big, and look at what it did. U.S. Steel, it went up 55% after the gap up in like 1 month. Look at something like Goldman Sachs, right? Look at what it did. This is Goldman Sachs. It went up like over 30%, right? We have like I don't know, Cleveland Cliffs. These steel stocks make big move. Also, some of these corrections, these prison stocks. Is it CXW, right? Look at what it did after Trump won, right? This is like these private prisons. Went up 75% after the gap up. So, when you get they could, that's when you get a catalyst like this, sometimes they could be start of a big multi-month run. And right now China is obviously doing really well, the China stocks. XBEV almost stops me out right now, but looks like it's reclaiming here. But look at JD, look at Beely, look at SC. These Asia stocks, doing really well. They could go on multi-month runs. They're all breaking out of nice flags. I don't want to play Warzone. I don't know what it is. It's probably fun, a fun game, but I just don't have time. I'm saving my energy for Cyberpunk. It better be good. It better be fucking good. Oh man, I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's not good. After Witcher 3, I have very high hopes. What do you do other than trade? I yell at my mom. I when I need food down in my cold basement with no windows, yeah, I scream at her, hey, I need food, I'm hungry. Chio, yeah, Chio was another one of these prison stocks. There were others, I just don't remember them. I remember the steel names, the prisons, and also the like Goldman Sachs and some of the bank names. There were others also that make big moves. Have I ever been in a trading chat group? Yeah. Yeah, the private prison system is fucked up. I agree. The incentives are not in the right place. Tesla. Yeah. So this is good. So Tesla, if it can go sideways here and build this range a bit more. If it can go sideways here between say 410, 430 for a few days and then maybe break out, that could be really good. It's really setting up for a potentially big move on the weekly chart and on the daily too. Like if it's goes sideways a bit here and then breaks out of this 430, 435 area, next leg could easily be 600, easily. Were you a nerd in high school? Yes. I was a super nerd. I was a gamer. I was I like to build my own computers. All that stuff. I'm still a super nerd. Hey David, I usually see the word nerd as a compliment, but when it's coming from you with nerd with capitalized letters, it feels like it doesn't feel like a compliment. Did you do any LARPing? I have no idea. Okay, what is LARPing? I'm prepared for the worst. LARPing. What the hell is that? Oh, live action role playing? No. Okay, guys. I mean, look, I was a nerd, but I wasn't this level of a nerd. No, never. Never. Oh man. Look at these virgins. Look at this virgin right here. Look at these virgins. Look at this. Oh, no, I wasn't that kind of a nerd. Nah, just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Look. I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff, it's probably a lot of fun. I just never, knew people who did that. Or actually, I did know people, but I wasn't into it, I was too lazy. I just play computer games. No offense to anyone. No offense to anyone. No, I'm not in cosplay. Okay, more trading, more trading. So far, the Asia stocks look really good. They're all straight up from entry. I did get stopped out of TQQ took a little bit of a loss on it, but if it takes out highs of the day, I'm gonna rebuy it. What the hell happened now? Oh, okay. So when was the last time? When was the last election? I have to check the date. So it was 2016, right? No, wait. CXW. No, wait. I'll just look at X. Let's see here. So last time. Wait, 2016? Wait, what? Oh yeah, here. So this is okay. So 9th of November. Let's look at the 9th of November. Oh, okay, the indices didn't do much. We're actually look at what happened last time after elections. The market kind of sold off into elections, found support on a 200-day, then it started running up before elections, and then Trump won, and the index went on to a big late year-end rally that lasted into the next year. And this is the levered ETF for the SPYs. Like this thing, this thing went up 40% in a few months. So, these kinds of events, they can be starts of big new runs if the technicals are confirming. And right now, if you look at the Nasdaq, Nasdaq is the strongest index. We're just taking out this range here. We pulled back, found support on the rising 100-day moving average. We even put in higher lows, 2 undercuts, with the other one being a higher low. Also higher lows compared to this. It's just higher lows all the way, taking out this range. I mean, if this sticks, we could easily rally to 13,000 or something into year end, 13,000 plus. It's all about the risk reward. I'm gonna play the TQQ, which is the levered ETF. Get more bang for the buck. Guys, these scam pages that have had one prediction right, doesn't mean their next prediction is gonna be right. Okay, these guys would all be billionaires if they were that good, and they're not. And they're not billionaires. They're just scam artists. Ignore all of this bullshit. Especially when you let's see, how much does it cost? Okay, let's see. Become a member. How much does this bullshit cost? Yeah, so what? Annually, 99 bucks? Yeah, this is how they make money. Not by, the thing is, they're trying to sell certainty in an uncertain world, okay? And people look for certainty. People are willing to pay for certainty. Even if it's wrong most of the time, people are still willing to pay for it. Ignore it. It's all bullshit. It's a waste of time. It's a scam. Celsius, yeah, Celsius is good. Yeah, it looks good. It's just not on the weekly chart. It looks pretty good. It's a little bit sloppy on the daily, but it could work. One of these days, like it tried to break out so many times. One of these days, it's gonna go. It's gonna be at 40. So I think it could absolutely be buyable. Okay, I'm back in TQQ. I bought 35,000 shares. I had 30,000 shares last time. The problem is, last time my stop was less than $1. This time my stop is gonna be like $3, $4. So my risk is much higher, much higher. But again, you know, risk reward. I mean, if we get a year-end rally, TQQ is gonna go to 200 plus. So we'll see. We'll see. Guys, look, I mean, this is some pretty basic stuff. Like, if you can't figure out these types of predictions are bullshit within 5 seconds, you probably shouldn't be trading, okay? So what they have done, okay, they took a chart, okay, a time period, and they fitted these lines so they would look good, like here, you know. There's absolutely no predictive ability by having these lines. Like this is it's so much bullshit. This is literally not how the markets work, okay? This is such a scam. You should probably never visit this stupid site again. No, I'm no, it's true. I mean, like, that's not literally, like, it's not easy. You can't just do these perfect lines and the market will follow them. It's not how it works. Why does my method work? Because it gets into the strongest stocks in good markets. That's why it works. It's based on reaction to what's happening in the markets. Okay, it's not based on you know, some you know, predictions or fantasies or feelings or wants or wishes or biases. It's based on what's happening. Okay, it's based on what's happening right now in the stock market. You know, I'm getting in the stocks that are going up, that are breaking out of chart patterns that I know have been worked for over 100 years. Why would these chart patterns stop working now, right? They've been working for 100 years. There's no reason for them to stop working now. That's why my method works. That's why I have made over 20 million, and those scamsters, those no, scamsters, wait, what do you call them? Scammers. They need $99 per year from you. It's called curve fitting. Extrapolate that over 100 years, and yeah, exactly. They just curve fitted those perfect symmetrical lines over a specific time period, so it would look good. TTD, oh yeah, TTD is super strong. They have earnings in a few days. The magic 5th of November, tomorrow. Holy shit! I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, guys. I really not. There's gonna be so many earnings. I'm gonna miss so many good episodic pivots, probably. Do I buy any positions in the pre-market? Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But honestly, I haven't had that much success. I usually, like when I buy in pre-market, I usually get stopped out for some reason. It always happens. Not always, but I don't know. I find the opening range highs after the open is much better. Do I watch any gamers on Twitch? Not really. I did watch some like World of Warcraft players, but you know, I haven't played World of Warcraft in 11 months, so it's kind of fading away. My thoughts on forex trading: avoid it. Never met a rich forex trader. Do I suggest IBD digital services? Not really. You should read the William O'Neill books. You don't need IBD. I do think MarketSmith is pretty decent, but you know, IBD is, you know, probably a waste of time. Thoughts on the VIX? Wait, VIX. VIX is going down. But those are my thoughts on it. So far today, I bought $15.7 million worth of stock. That's a pretty decent. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else today, to be honest. Almost $16 million worth of stock. It's enough for me. I came in. I am in some margin, I think. I came in heavily short, or not heavily short, but I came in net short today, Peloton and Zoom, and then I had this tiny GBTC and tiny LAC, which I got stopped out of. But my and also tiny Chumia, these are small positions. But my Peloton and Zoom are pretty decent short positions. I think I'm gonna get stopped out of Peloton today, probably, we'll see. So I had, yeah, we'll see. I'm probably using maybe a little bit of margin, yeah, I am. But I have both longs and shorts on, so. And another China name that looks good is Douyu. I mean, consistently it's the Chinese stocks that looking good. You know, Tencent is really strong. Baba was strong until yesterday. It was at a nice flag going on for it until the Shanghai Stock Exchange suspended the Ant Group IPO. Kind of ruined the party, I guess. Douyu and Huya, weren't they gonna merge? Because Tencent owns a sizable position in both of them, so they're just gonna merge it. Because right now they're just competing with each other. They're like the Twitch of China, both of them. That's how I understood it. Yeah, they're gonna merge, and together they're gonna have 86% of the gaming live stream market in China. And Tencent is, again, it's the majority owner in both. Yalla? China? This is not a China stock, right? Yalla, that sounds like Arabic. Yep, United Arab Emirates. Yep, this is not China. Wow, Google. Wait, Google is about to hit all-time highs? Wow. That's, you know, this is bullish for the market. Facebook is about to take out the decent range. Microsoft, you know, I mean, I think it looks fine. The market looks fine right now. There's a lot of strong stocks. Wow, look at what biotech is doing today. What the fuck? Oh my god, the biotech indices are going crazy. XBI. This Labu, oh my god, what a... Wow, okay. Interesting. Yeah, the bio stocks. That's actually kind of interesting. I noticed it too. There's not that many good-looking biotech stocks, but the biotech ETFs are doing well. Like HCMP, they reported a couple of days ago, had great earnings, great guidance. This is one that looks good, but other than that, I really don't have a lot of biotech stocks in my watch lists. SGen, I guess, is a biotech, but also it doesn't have a great chart. It's kind of interesting. Where are the biotech stocks? Is it all like these? What more? ALXN, is it the biotech? Yeah. I guess they're mostly slower moving. Viva is BioCloud. Yeah, they have a pretty nice business model, man. Really nice business model. They're dominating their niche. Yeah. Yeah, Arctic, come on, this is like a shitty small cap. It's not even a small cap, it's a micro cap. This is not really... I'm thinking more like the momentum biotech stocks. This is like a small cap. It's probably not even in one of these indices. Or maybe it's not. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Rare? Yeah. AstraZeneca, yeah. But again, the chart looks like shit. Or actually, I guess it's taking out the long range, but... Yeah, another biotech, but still, they don't look that great. Like, if you look at biotech indices, they look much better than the stocks. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Expert just took out highs for the day. Oh, it's going. I didn't add. I probably should have added a few. It's a fairly small position. I probably should have added another 30, 40,000, but okay. So I think Peloton, if this thing closes strong, I'm probably gonna cover it. And also Zoom, if it closes strong, I'm gonna cover it. And then I'm not gonna have any shorter positions at all. This thing looks good. Also reporting in a few days. What a candle, man. What a candle. And this is what I talk about, guys. You don't need to do any stupid predictions. You just have to wait and let the market tell you, okay? Don't force your opinions on the markets, okay? You wait for the market to tell you. It's the same thing, right? When you have these big catalysts, and this is the same thing with earnings. You don't have to, you know, anticipate something. You know, you just wait for the stock to prove itself. Many times gap ups are the start of new big moves. Okay, a lot of people are so afraid to buy gap ups, but if the technicals are good and fundamentals are good and the volume is good, you know, oftentimes it's start of a very big new moves. I mean, just look at many of these stocks that had big gap ups this year, like something like Fastly that we bought, right? Had a big scary gap up, right? It even sold off at first, and then it took out highs of the day, and look at the move it made, right? Went up hundreds and hundreds of percent in a few months. What more other ones are there that we bought? Livongo. It's not. Oh yeah, Livongo is now delisted, but Livongo is another episodic pivot I bought early April. Went up like 200%. You know, Tupperware, right? Look at this big gap up. Look at this thing. Now it did undercut the lows of the gap up day, unfortunately, but you know, look at the move. This is the basic principle of episodic pivots. Preferably you want a stock that has been going down or sideways for many months or even years. But sometimes also episodic pivot from strength can work really good. Is NIO, like for example NIO, like unfortunately I didn't, I bought it here, but I should have added because it gapped up over this high tide flag. You know, look at the volume, gap up volume, and look at the move it made since. This is an episodic pivot coming from strength. What opening on BI? Oh my fucking god, look at this thing. Really? What? This is a $40 billion market cap stock. It trades like a small cap. What? Wow. What a candle, man. What? Insane. What a candle. K-Web, yeah, it's a shot. Yeah, wow, look at this thing. It's breaking out of a beautiful flag. Wow, this is a five-star setup. Unfortunately, it's super slow, ADR 1.7. It's just a very slow ETF. But yeah, like stuff like JD, Beely, these things are probably in the ETF. JD looks like it's fading right now. We'll see. Yeah, wow, look at this now. Wow. This is what good episodic pivots do. Look at this thing. TQQ, what's this one doing? Already up 100, over 100K on it. And this could be a start. Like this thing could go to 200 this month easily, or at least this year, if this is the start of a new move. Like we could, you know, go lower tomorrow and get stopped out of everything, but you know, that's trading. We'll see. We'll see. So now, you know, we got really, you know, we positioned ourselves really good, opening range highs on these you know, stocks that were strong before, and also on TQQ we got some really good entries, at least the ones that paid attention and didn't let their political bias or media or whatever scare you. And now we'll just have to, now we wait, okay? Now we wait. We use lows of the day as our stops, and once things start moving higher, or have moved higher for a while, we use the 10 and the 20-day moving averages. And that's how you do it. No rocket science required. No predictions. You don't need to pay 99 bucks a year to some stupid prediction site. That's a scam. Trill, yeah, you know, it's up too much now. But yeah, I mean, it was a nice momentum stock before and built higher lows into this, and yeah, it's not not a super clean setup, but absolutely good work. But you know, the entry was opening range highs. It's way too late now. Snapchat. Yeah, I mean, to me, it hasn't gone. I think the 20-day needs to catch up. You know, I wouldn't buy it here, and I mean, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, look, it could go straight up, but your entry really on this thing was the opening range highs on the episodic pivot day. Okay, but I kind of, yeah, I dropped the ball on this. I regret it. But I think this thing could easily go to 60 this year if the market keeps going. But I dropped the ball on it. TQQ. Oh, because I forgot to add. Thanks, guys. Because I had it opening range highs, then I got stopped out. Then I removed it from my positions box, and then I forgot to re-add. But now it's here. Thanks for being awake, guys. Appreciate it. This is what the pair of XRIs is for. What about Doku? Well, the entry again was opening range highs, but this wasn't a good setup coming into it. Like, it was inside of the range when it triggered. You know, it's a tough setup. Like this, don't get me wrong, if the market keeps going, this is gonna go to 300 this month, 350 this year, probably. But yeah, it was a tough setup, that's the problem. That's why I focus on stuff like JD, that these easy setups, like these easy range breaks. Like Beely, also easier range break. SC, like, you know, easy range break. And what more, XBEV also an easy range break. Yeah. And the thing is, like, the pent up demand is so big right now. Like, there's so much money that wants to get into the markets, I think. And we would probably have seen this action no matter what. Like, like if Biden wins, everyone's like, see, Biden is good for the markets. But you know, or if Trump wins, and it's all bullshit. This is like trillions of dollars of money from around the world positioning itself. They don't care about any president. Also, BIB actually had some Alzheimer's news. Okay. I thought these were all related to the election for some reason, but okay, there was some Alzheimer's news. Someone posted it in the chat. Where is it? Oh, okay. Alzheimer's. Wow. We got some good news in 2020, guys. Is this fake news or is it true? We actually got some good news. Anno 2020. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we got some good news in the year of 2020? I'm very close stopping, or not stopping out of, but just, you know, sizing down on Peloton. It's been building higher lows coming into this, and now it's kind of, you know, strong with everything else. So I'm thinking about sizing down. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Who makes body bags? Come on. How I decide to re-enter a stock on a good setup. Yeah, well, of course there's so 6,000, so $300. That's like what, 5%? Wow, that sounds a little bit excessive. Yeah, that's excessive, man. Your bank is scamming you. What kind of bank do you have and where are you located? What's your bank and where are you located? Aren't exchange fees usually like 1 or 2%? Danske Bank, Norway. Yeah, transfer wise. I wonder why no one likes the banks. I wonder why. Yeah, exactly. If you can wire your local currency to Interactive Brokers, and then you can just manually do an exchange. It's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be almost no slippage at all. Or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's much smarter because the bank, they're scamming you. Yeah. What is pimp money? What's dumb money? And what's smart money? I don't know what's what. I'm using TWS, yes, but I very rarely log into Interactive Brokers, maybe once per week. It's just a small account where I like to do a little bit longer term plays. It's like less than 5% of my total accounts. so I rarely log into it. I don't like TWS, but the problem is I've had a lot of problems with slippage, especially like past 6 months when my accounts, you know, started growing a lot. And yeah, I think that Interactive Broker Smart Algo is pretty damn good. DAS with TWS would work, but do they have the Smart Algo though? Do you like to travel? Sometimes sometimes I go when I leave the basement. I like to go around the block just to get a little bit of vitamin D and fresh air. But I usually stay in my basement. So if you by traveling mean going around the block, yes, I like traveling. Be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna cut the stream. Oh, snow looks really good too, but I've already done a lot of positioning today, but this thing looks good. The snow, another recent IPO. It's been building higher lows, breaking a range. I don't want to take on too much exposure in one day. Like if it would go straight down tomorrow and everything, you know, I would get stopped out of everything, I'm gonna take some sizable losses. Like if you put it all together, like I've taken on some pretty big risk in just one day. I usually don't do that. I don't think I've ever taken on so much exposure in one day. We'll see. Guys, the markets are always headline driven. And that's why you should always ignore it. Or most of the time. Like obviously if it's a really big event like the elections, you know, obviously you can't like ignore it completely, but you know, follow price action, okay? You don't need to read the headlines. All right, guys, thanks for today and see you tomorrow. And don't do anything stupid.